Yo, what's going on? CGB back here. Make a deck, play it on a ladder, like we do. Go vert, go blue in the house. Guys, I'm not the greatest at building decks. I'm really good at tuning decks, but I think I am anyway. I think I am serviceable at tuning decks. But when it comes to a brand new idea, I'm not usually the first one on it, not unless it's something really obvious that Wizards just pushes right at you. It doesn't take a lot of creativity to build a GeistRamp or a Thopter deck, you know? But sometimes there's just a deck that isn't very obvious to the rest of us. And some people are good at finding those. I'm not one of them. But I do shamelessly rip off those who do. And I'll give them the credit where it's due. So today we're going to work on a deck that InfamousGemini played against me a few times last night. And it kind of had this rough framework that was interesting to me. It could certainly do some amazing things. I wasn't sure how well it could compete in like the early mid-game, etc. So now we're going to go find out, as I've in a way built my own version, and I'm gonna put it right here in front of you, and you'll see what I'm getting at in a minute. Right now, if you're watching, you're probably like, what the heck is going on? Well, I'm gonna pile the cards in, then we'll talk about them. But yeah, red blue, some kind of madnessy thing, no big deal, right? We're not done. We're gonna go crazy because this card is kind of the cornerstone right here. And if I read this right, it looks like Gemini made this as a two-headed giant deck, and then he played it a little bit against me one-on-one, and I was like, whoa, that thing is brutal. Well, when it's working. So trying to get working very consistently, you know, that's a whole other can of worms. But I'm hoping we can do it, and I haven't played any games other than a few games against the AI on my iPhone while I was taking my walk with my dog, just walking around the neighborhood playing Magic. Love it. Good times. But you guys get to see it. You get to see it in action first time, and it's gonna be teamer, and it's gonna be just crazy. The deck is a little nutty, and I'm not running the build exactly as Gemini pitched it either. It's very much a hybrid of kind of what he was doing and things that I think I can do to make it more consistent. I could be wrong. I sometimes are wrong. It happens. It happens to me. More than I'd like to admit, that's for sure. But doesn't mean I won't try again. And I think what I'll do here, I really want one more Kiora. Maybe we only need one Radiant Flames. We draw it more often than we should, thanks to Piece of the Puzzle shenanigans, as you'll soon see. Get Mythic up in here. There you are. I want Kiora in there for like kind of another 4-mana ramp option with giant octopus tentacles as a bonus. Alright, lands. I just want, I think, the One Waste and the Evolving Wilds to maybe use Ruin in their Wake as a ramp spell on turn 2 a little more often, because that's not going to happen very much the way it's currently configured, but that's also not like a deal breaker. It's nice. Maybe I'll figure out ways to do it even more consistently in the near future. And Ulamog. Yeah, that's the other guy I run in here that he doesn't run. Yeah, if I lose, this is a win-win situation as Nighthawk jumps in. If I lose, it's on Gemini, and if I win, it's my amazing deck building skills, my tweaking come to life, right? All right, let's customize just a little, just a little. We may need that other Radiant Flames. We may not need all 3 Geistblast. Maybe 2 is enough to do what we want, but Nighthawk, I don't know if you got to see all this yet. This one's for you, buddy. I hope you had a good weekend away from the duels, because we got one just for you. When I saw this card in the deck, I knew that you were gonna have a nice day. But yep, 3 of them. And what are we doing with this card? Well, obviously you can just cast it, deal 2 damage to something, and then hold it. But what we're really doing is we're going ramp crazy. We're gonna get all the lands out of our deck with cards like Renewal and Veggies, and then we're gonna Geistblast and copy things like Part the Waterveil. We're gonna ramp crazy. We're gonna get all the lands out of our deck with cards like Renewal and Veggies, and then we're gonna Geistblast and copy things like Part the Waterveil. We're gonna copy things like Rolling Thunder for 10, Fall of the Titans for 10. And we're just going to do ridiculous stuff with Geistblast in the late game. And we get to put in our graveyard and make sure that we have them handy, like with cards like Pieces of the Puzzle. Some of the shenanigans last night, okay? Gemini cast Part the Waterveil and Geistblasted it. Then he took 2 additional turns with a 12/12 on land on the battlefield to pound me to death. More shenanigans. He was at 2 life. He cast Nissa's Renewal and double Geistblasted it, going up to 21 life and pulling all the lands out of his deck. Just some of the. You Geistblasted a Fall of the Titans for 9, dealing 18 to my face and 9 to 2 different creatures. Yep. And yeah, I'm not running Telling Time. I know. Gemini will not endorse my decision. He will probably accuse this of being a horrible bastard child of his efforts, but that's not going to stop me. Ladder, ladder, ladder. We're going to the ladder. Let's see if anybody is ready for this thing. Now, what I found in testing it with him last night is any of my decks that were really fast and proactive seemed to have no trouble beating it before it could really do its thing. But anything that was even kind of slow, I mean, even like Planeswalkers, 4-color Planeswalkers, another ramp deck, red-green ramp deck, just got in so much trouble against this deck. Because if you give it time, its late game is bigger than yours, and it doesn't rely on creatures to kill you. And if you're just sitting there with a whole bunch of removal, he'll just Fall the Titans or Rolling Thunder your face for like 40. So, let's see if we can hopefully go up against some ramp decks, and hopefully go up against some Planeswalker decks. Or, you know, it's Xbox, so we'll probably go up against rank 1 deck builder. The most, like, the deck wizard decks is probably what we'll go against. Pure archetype. So we can keep this on the play. I'd prefer to have a turn 2 ramp spell, but the good news about this is Pieces of the Puzzle can usually get us to a vegetation. And he's taking a mulligan. I'm gonna go get the blue. I'm gonna try to go get the blue. Here we go. I'm really excited to play this deck. It looked like a ton of fun last night when Gemini was smashing my various builds to pieces. Now, Gemini last night when I played him did mill himself to death. He went through his whole deck with Pieces of the Puzzle, went all the way to 0, and I somehow stayed alive because I had a bunch of life-linking guys in black-white and some removal for the couple of creatures he made. And our opponent might be playing red aggro, which would be very disappointing, as this deck is not really built to beat a red aggro or vampire aggro type deck. So, it's going to be interesting. Might just get smashed right off the bat. Our opponent's going to think very carefully and hard about how they are going to smash us. Rogue's Passage. That's not very scary. And get in there for that one. Have no play. Have no play. No play. No play. Yay! We did it! We survived to turn 3, where we're going to pieces of the puzzle and hopefully find explosive vegetation if all is going according to plan. Ruining their wake isn't bad either. He's looking at those reveal cards. Ooh, what do those do? Yay, veggies and wake. Hoy! Get in my belly. Nice. Alright, bye-bye, Kiora. Kiora may not actually last in this deck. It's a good kind of ramp Planeswalker that can divert some attention. It can also dig for something like Greenwarden, Jace, or Ulamog, but it may not make the cut. It doesn't exactly synergize with pieces of the puzzle or many of the other cards that we're running. Alright, our opponent is taking their sweet time. I love it. It's the best thing that could happen to us, so that we get a chance to play with our new fancy cards. So I guess I will get a red and a colorless. No, red and a blue. The colorless isn't that important. It's good for turn 2 ruin in their wake. After that, doesn't do much. Give me that red, that blue. Get down there. Bam. Alright, here we go. Who's a quiver with anticipation? Look at all this cool stuff we can do. Ruin in their wake is also quite the combo with Crush, I gotta tell you. It's a pretty good game. It's a pretty good play. So, Neo Knight. Oh, oh, insolent one. Manners are for mortals. Apparently they didn't tell everybody down at the local bar. That one. That or it's really a vampire hangout and I didn't know. I am sometimes the last to know. Here he comes. Dun, dun, dun. Are you sure you want to attack? I hope he thinks about it really hard. Now, I am curious if we're going to get like a Traitor's Instinct, Act of Treason, something just evil if I crush him right here. But if we get enough lands, you'll get to see the ultimate combo, the 11 mana super combo of Greenwarden Crush. Greenwarden Crush. Greenwarden Crush. Greenwarden Crush. Every turn. Yeah. Let's go get another red. And we'll put that onto the battlefield tapped. Or no, we can't. We don't have a choice. We don't have a waste. But we can still do this. Boom! When you play Crush of Tentacles, you can do it for 5 mana with a surge cost. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands and put an 8/8 blue octopus token on the battlefield. So yeah, or as I call it, Octopops from Naruto, if anybody's into that. Like, only apparently I probably am. Now, Geistblast, not exactly a combo with Octopops. It just kind of removes one Octopop for another. But that doesn't make it any less cool in this deck. Crushing on some tentacles, baby. That's what this is all about. So our opponent is probably just trying to rethink the entire game of Magic right now, as their mind has been completely blown. And I'm going to open some trail mix while I wait for him. Get them critters back out there, you're gonna need them. So who else has already seen this deck get played down there in chat? It's only been around for a couple days, and Gemini says he built it. I believe him. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So many choices. Let's start right here. You gonna block vampires? What you gonna do when the Crush of Tentacles runs wild on you? Well, apparently You're gonna really debate your life and take it on the chin. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. Greenwarden. I be crushing it. I don't think he can beat this. Yes, I would like to use that ability. Let's just, Jace. If Jace lives, we get to flip him. And then we get to minus him, and then we get to flashback like a Ruin in their wake, and then we get to crush. Yeah, that works. Then we're also developing our mana while crushing him. And getting ready to awakenly part of Waterveil. Yeah, I think we're okay. Our vampire friend, he can go unblockable if he wants to. He can get his Rogue's Passage lifelink on. Not exactly as strong a combo as what we're sporting. So what's it gonna be, Vampy buddy? Apparently this person has carefully contemplated their way to at least 8 victories. But I don't know what amount of thinking's gonna get you out of this. I don't know what you could possibly pull out of your, you know, bag of tricks. Let's put it that way. And wow. I really do want to use that, but now is not the time. Pieces of a puzzle. Geistblast can go to the graveyard for sure to duplicate something, probably some point. Let's send the 8/8 to him. Don't want to risk the Greenwarden. It's part of the engine. Nice block. Good call. I'd have done that too. Alright. Let's get reels. I guess we'll go get the waste now so that this thing can flash back at will and put lands onto the battlefield or into our hand. Reveal. Yep, have a look at that card. It's a good card. It's wastes. It's legendary. Oh my goodness. Read that. Reading. He's probably looking at waste like, what? What kind of land trickery is this? It taps for what? It has no text. What could a waste mean? What could it mean? And we're probably having syncing errors because that's what happens when you flash things back with Jace these days. Dick-tack. How long do we give it before it all crashes down? Well, apparently I broke this game. Too much awesome going on. I'm not even sure which ridiculous awesome thing I would do next. There's just too many choices. But yeah. I'm gonna put that down as a win and get on to another game. Maybe we can find somebody with a little more pep in their step. Alright, game 2! Yeah, man, breaking the meta is not important when you can just break the game with all your awesomeness. You know me. Gotta have my trail mix. Hey, we got another game. Nighthawk, did you get an Xbox One? That looks like you. Something I've been enjoying, if you're watching this on YouTube, you should go right over and check out Nighthawk and his unbelievable undefeated winning streak on ladder, which is apparently keeping him up at night and causing him much anxiety because he probably doesn't understand why he's winning. Alright, this hand isn't great, but it's a very odd hand. We'll try it though. We'll just see where it goes. Our opponent, you know, they're that's something. That's wow, he must have heard what we were playing. He must have heard what we were up to. Well, I'm not giving him the gold out of pity. That's something I do sometimes, but I'm not doing it today. No way. No way. If he wants to play a one-card hand, he chose this world. I kind of want to see how this hand turns out. I want to see if it's fast enough or not. Continue playing just for a little while. I'll leave in a minute, I promise. So I just want to see if a hand like this can pan out or not. I'd feel a lot better about it if I had multiple blue sources. Kozilek's return. Bit of a Nombo with a couple Deathcap cultivators. Not exactly where you want to be. Hi, Final Blitz. Just do it. Yeah, Nike, baby. And our opponent, you know, with that Corpse Hauler, has already dumped his whole hand. So there you go. Just do it indeed. Corpse Haul to victory. Alright, let's get more blue so we can play Jace next turn. And we'll get out another Cultivator. So what else do you need? Like, this is the AI special right here. Turn 3 cards. Like, he mulliganed down to 1, and he got a turn 2 Corpse Hauler. What more can you ask for in life? I mean, that's running hot if I have ever seen running hot. Like, ever. If I've ever seen running hot, this is it. He's lucky to have anything in play on a one-card hand, man. Anything at all. Yeah, Kiora. Oh my gosh, look at him curving out! Look at this curve out from the one-card hand. Unbelievable. AI is gonna try to take this all the way, baby. All the way. Oh, the good times. The good times. Alright, these are the good times. Yeah, let's get it. Red, colorless. I know I'm up against a one-card hand and I should probably just leave, but the fact is I really do want to, like, goldfish this deck. The deck doesn't really care what the opponent's doing anyway, right? I mean, we absolutely do not care. We're just trying to go frickin' nuts, is the whole plan. We're trying to go absolutely nuts with Geistblast and various ridiculous spells. Yep, here he comes. Oops, that's not how I meant to block. I thought I blocked with Thing in the Eyes. Oopsie. Oh well, that's just gonna set me up for bigger, more explosive awesomeness. Just you wait. Top! Love it. Yeah. Get it. Veggies. Yeah, our opponent is comboing us, aren't they? Our opponent is absolutely comboing us with the mulliganing down to 1 and then curving into Liliana. I'll take this Deathcap Cultivator. Boom. And we are just ramping to infinity and getting ready to do ridiculous. Nobody does ridiculous like me. Oh my goodness. Alright. That's gross. We'll show you in a minute what I mean. Green and another blue, I guess. And Jace can get pumped. And boom. And I guess 2 is as good as 1. Geistblast, blow up a thing, attack Lily. I kind of want this in my graveyard, so I could just go to the face with it. I can also untap for 2 mana. Bam! We'll go this way. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. Alright. We're gonna... I know that they went to 1. This isn't exactly a credible victory or anything I'm gonna be super proud of, but I wanna get all ramped up and show you guys some of what the ridiculousness this deck can do. If you'll indulge me, if you'll tolerate such behavior. Top. It's good. It's good stuff. Alright, so let's start with a Geistblast to the face, being the place of record. Alright, now we'll tap you, plus you, hit this, fire this off for the surge cost for 5, and shoot you, and shoot you, and leave blue mana up, and go to the yard, and Geistblast, target, another one for 5, shoot you, shoot you. I guess he gets to flip Lily. Boo! Boo, what have I done? I've ruined it. I did it backwards. I was supposed to target the other way first. Oh, now I get to choose target. It's still targeting Lily. Look at that. How about that? You die. Lily down. And, yeah. Greenwarden your face. We'll do it again next turn. It'll be better. The next one will be better. It's a gorgeous thing. Nighthawk, are you crying out there? Are you so impressed that you just have to you're so impressed. I know you are. It's okay. I understand. I too am impressed. So, one more for good measure. Boom. Flip. Get awoken horrored. Untap something. Yep. Let's do it. Ball of the freaking Titans. Another 5. Go to that face. Why? Why indeed? And, you know, for the absolute BM, because this is a BM deck if ever there was one. This is the ultimate in BM decks. Zap! And we left him just enough alive to let the Awoken Horror do the job. Ta-da! So that's kind of a solitaire game to show you what that looks like and how absolutely insane the deck can be. So let's now try to get another opponent. And hopefully it will be an opponent who sticks around to feel the wrath of the GeistRamp. I know, isn't it exciting? This deck is so exciting. It's just so much fun. If anybody is thinking about Steam Showdown, you probably want me to delete this video. Now, how competitive it is, that remains to be seen. I will say it absolutely terminates like the 4-color Planeswalkers decks. And that is exactly what I expect everybody to play in the Steam Showdown that's coming up. So if I were picking, ooh, it would be hard for me to not pick this. It's not tuned. This deck, the list and everything, I won't call it final. I won't call it all finished up and polished, but man, does it have some potential? It is exciting. And can we please connect to another game? That would be nice. I would very much like it. Waiting for opponent. Waiting for opponent. Who wants to get a piece of this? I think I saw that Hakeem was playing. Maybe Hakeem wants some of this. Though I think he wants to get gold. But he and I share frustrations in the absolute annoyance with how long it can take to get games. Come on now. Connect. This deck is too cool not to play. I need it. I need it to play. It takes two to make this particular thing go right. We had our goldfishy demo, but now I want to see if an opponent can beat it before it goes nuts. Searching. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, definitely not connecting. I always wonder where somewhere out there in cyberspace the failed connection happened. Who could we have played against? What would have happened in that game that just never happened because we had to back out because the connections, for some reason, rarely work? A world of misconnections right there. Well, maybe it all comes back through serendipity. Who knows? That's okay. Something new with me is I've put my Xbox One in my office next to my computer, so I can actually monitor the stream from there, as well as dork around on the internet while waiting for games. Which seems like a weird reason to move a whole bunch of furniture around my house and change my general habits, but since I spend a good percentage of my day waiting for players to join a match, you know what? You do what you gotta do. Some people would call that crazy. Me, that's just the way I roll. Tick tock, tick tock. I can also update my Duels Helper, my Magic Duels Helper deck lists while streaming. That's fun. That lets me get some little tweaks in here and there that I know you guys always want to see the latest tweaks that I've made to the decks. And you point out as soon as I'm playing a 59 card instead of a 60 card copy of the decks I post. So I gotta make sure, gotta make sure that my decks are up to date. And now, with my computer right here and handy, I can work on stuff like that, again, while waiting for players to join the match. But it looks like we have a taker. A brave soul has ventured into our lair. A poor fly has been caught in our web. Let's see. Let's see if we are prepared to handle this. I guess we could pieces? Yeah, pieces can probably get us somewhere. Either a Radiant Flames or an Explosive Veggies. Let's see. Is Hakeem streaming? Is that what he's up to, or is he just gaming? I know he was streaming earlier today. That was awesome. Oh, he's playing Magic. How about that? All right. So our opponent wants to get red. So let's go get wastes in the hope that we draw a ruin in their wake. But already looking ugly. Already looking ugly. So I can open up Hakeem's stream over here and check out Operation Survival. Goblin Balloon Brigade. Hype. Absolutely. And what all is he bringing? He's bringing it all, dude. He's going all in. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is pretty much the nightmare, right? It's Kozilek's return or Radiant Flames or bust, I bet. What deck I be running today? This is the Geistblast, the Geist... Goblin Balloon Brigade. Hype! Absolutely. And what all is he bringing? He's bringing it all, dude. He's going all in. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is pretty much the nightmare, right? It's Kozilek's return or Radiant Flames or bust, I bet. What deck I be running today? This is the Geistblast, the GeistRamp deck. It is kind of a crazy big mana combo deck, and it's not going to look good here. We're going to just get throttled by these goblins. He's played his whole hand. I mean, that's something. That's something. So this is an instant, so we can play it on his turn. Let's see if he tries to like put an aura on a creature. Here he comes. So even just doing it for one can wipe out a couple dorks. And now we're on a, what is that then? 3 and 5. Maybe we have a four more turns? It's hard to assume anything though when you're up against red. I mean, they always draw more burn, right? But let's see what we can dig up. There's a lot of good spells we can dig up with pieces of the puzzle in this spot. He's looking at them revealed cards. What will it be? What will it be? This is like one of the best pieces of the puzzle decks. I liked it in my Reanimator deck, but man is it good in this deck because there are so many awesome sorceries. Oh! That hurts! Dude, that hurts my soul. Oh my goodness. That's basically a whiff. That's so depressing. How bummer sauce. Alright, so we're gonna take... Yeah, he's drawn 2 lands in a row off the top. That's kind of a break. And he's gonna get us down to 10. We'll probably have nothing to interact with him next turn, which means we're gonna go all the way down to 7 before we have to start trying to claw our way back. But we're gonna have a good turn. We can ruin the wake, we can pieces of the puzzle. We can set up for part the Waterveil into Greenwarden into Fall of the Titans. So, we're not quite dead. We're fighting. We want double red in case we top deck Rolling Thunder. Or piece together Rolling Thunder. Yes, please put that onto the battlefield. Thank you. Alright. Let's put this puzzle together some more. Our last piece of the puzzle was very depressing. Let's do better. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Let's see what we get. And it is pieces and Pore. I guess that's what we're taking, but still no life gain, still no sweepers. Not good. Not good. Alright, our opponent's going to get a big hit in here. We have Nissa's Renewal that we'd love to draw as well. Nissa's Renewal, Radiant Flames, Kozilek's Return. Our opponent has drawn 3 lands in a row, so I kind of feel for them. And now he's going to make that thing fly. Why? 'Cause. 'Cause he can. Alright, down to 7 as he chips away. It's been a pretty bad draw for the red aggro deck. Our draw hasn't exactly been what I've been looking for either. Alright. So now it's decision time. It's really tempting to part the Waterveil and take another top deck. From there, I really want to get back... Well, we can get back a Fall of the Titans and cast it for 1 off Surge with the Greenwarden. And that leaves him with just the 2 Arsonists. Ugh, it's so nasty. Let's get another turn. Let's get all the resources into play. Let's just round up all the resources we can. And let's see what happens. And... Geistblast. I mean, that's alright. So what can I do? If I pore over the pages, I then untap 2 lands. That would be 5 mana left. It's not so promising. If I Pieces of the Puzzle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, at some point, this deck has to cough up the Radiant Flames. And if I Greenwarden to get the Fall of the Titans, next turn I could wipe his board, including another creature if he draws it. Okay. And in the meantime, I'll go down to 3. Oh gosh. Ugh. It's all the bad. I think I'll take the Pieces of the Puzzle Geistblast route. Because I might hit that Radiant Flames, and that might keep me out of Firecraft range. So it's worth going for. It's actually a really tough turn. I might also hit Crush of Tentacles. Or nothing. Maybe they'll just give me nothing. That's always a possibility. Boo! Oh my goodness. The deck hates me. It loves Gemini. It hates me. I apparently gutted and butchered it with my tweaks. Alright, you got that guy. Here comes the pain. Take that off the table. There's a Kozilek's Return in there, yeah, because you can throw it in the graveyard with Pieces of the Puzzle and then play Ulamog, in theory, you know, if I ever draw anything like that. Alright. Greenwarden. You don't have black-green ramp on your deck lists. What are you talking about, black-green ramp? I haven't built one yet. Wanted to see if the one I built was any good and maybe get ideas for better cards to put in it. Well, sorry. I haven't built one. So, do I surge this now? Yeah, I do. Nope, nope, nope. Like so. Bam, bam. Not that the 2 actually matters. The 1 is just as good, I suppose. Alright, down to 4. Time for that exquisite Firecraft to show up. We haven't found Nissa's Renewal. We never found the Radiant Flames. We never found the Rolling Thunder. We've still got 27 cards in the deck. And we've got to pour over the pages, so maybe we can still make the deck cough it up. Is he going to attack? With that Arsonist for 1 damage? He is. Oh, Fiery Temper off the top now will kill us if he targets correctly, which you know, let's give him some credit. He probably didn't. We're both kind of having these sad draws. My deck, not quite getting there. His deck, I don't know what to think. Ruin in their wake. So, not gonna tap for that yet. Here we go. We'll untap the red and untap a blue. Hey, there we go. And we'll discard you. And we will get that cast. Woo! Alright, there's some life total buffer. Love it. We're still gonna hold back and block, but now we get to start the crazy train. If we get one more turn. I don't see how he could kill me from this spot, but we're about to go off. Are you ready? Are you guys excited? I'd say make some noise if I was like in a, if we were all in a room. Like maybe one of those sad boardroom conferences. Well, usually I'd leave the game, but I like showing how this decks like this work, because they are exciting. So let's ruin in the wake. Get that. Yes, please. Crush. Surge. Boom. I guess I could have... No, I couldn't have tapped different for the pour over. Your turn. Ah. His draw was really, yeah, our opponent's red aggro draw was pretty sad. It's pretty sad, but yes, welcome to this ridiculous board state. Oh no, Nighthawk, he runs Flame Shadow Conjuring. I don't know if I can beat him now. Like, that's your card, dog. That's your card. Let's, he's at, okay, let's do this. He might just kill my death cap. That's fine too. Alright. Greenwarden. Crush. Yes. Crush. Surge. Bounce. Still have an 8/8. Play the Cultivator. Your turn again. Now you'll have to just play that Flame Shadow off the top. I don't know how our opponent missed. Yep, he couldn't Flame Shadow there because we bounced it. And now all he's got is this gear craftery thingy majiggy. I don't know what you call that. Yeah, do it. Let's gain a bunch of life, shall we? Because it is red, right? I mean, this isn't the greatest use of a Geistblast in my whole life, but I want the life. And there's no lands left in the deck. Of course there aren't. Alright, choose a land to untap. It doesn't matter. Nothing I can cast this turn. And have 8. Booyah. Opponent, what would you like to do? You would like to attack me for 2. I don't think that's as good of a turn as I'm capable of having. Thopter Engineer. So it's red aggro Thopters, but he never drew Thopters in the Flame Shadow combos till the end here. Brutal. There's the Radiant Flames, just in time, but your services will not be required. There we go. And you die. Kozilek's return. Oh yes, please. And we'll send in another 8. And because we're playing AI Badman or Superstars, let's keep the pieces of this particular puzzle coming. And I don't know if you noticed, we threw a Geistblast into the graveyard, a Rolling Thunder into the hand, and enough mana to get absolutely sick. So, one more time for the lulz. Do I have... Oh, I only have 2 red. I didn't grab my last mountain. What happened to my last mountain? Did I mill it? Maybe I need to have one more mountain for such... Oh wait, Geistblast is blue. What's my problem, huh? What's my problem? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. But that's not all. Yeah, let's do more. Again, ultimate bad manners deck. which is also 100% perfect Gemini. Bam. Bam. What's better than me and Rolling Thunder? Me and more Rolling Thunder. Alright, let's go see if we can dig up another. Alright, getting back in the game. I will probably want to throw in another Radiant Flames, considering how badly I wanted it that game and how easily we could have died if my draw wasn't magical. I can't believe we had to go through almost 2/3 of our deck to find one of the Nissa's Renewals, or the Radiant Flames, or the Crush of Tentacles, or the Rolling Thunders. But thankfully, Fall of the Titans just kinda got us over, made it possible to live that long. Oh yeah, I got an Xbox message from somebody. Let me go check that. Yeah, check my smart glass. I met smarter glass. I mean, I don't know if this is the smartest glass I've ever met. What do we got here? King Warrior 5 is offering some 1v1. I'm going to do some ladder for a minute, my friend. I'm going to do some ladder for a minute and play some randos. Then we can do some 1v1. But not right now. For one thing, I want to throw this video on YouTube. So, kind of takes a good ladder to get out there. So what's up here? What's up with this guy? What's up with this dude and the funky arm and the weird collar and such, huh? Let's find out. Let's see if he's ready for this. I need money. Nice name. Okay, if he doesn't concede on us, if he puts up with our bad manners, I will concede to him and make sure he gets gold. That is, if I'm winning. I may not. We'll try this because it could pull off the third turn veggies, which is a big deal. We've got to draw land to make it happen. Mariah Carey style. Make it happen. Alright. Hit the land. Nope, gonna make me sweat. Everything's gonna be fine if we hit the darn land, but if we don't, it's gonna be sad days. It'll also be sad days if he dead weight or last gasps or grasp of darkness or whatever you can do to our cultivator. That's not too common. Maybe some Reeve Soul. All kinds of ways for black to abuse my poor death cap. But man, okay, tap land, come on now. Knock the top of the deck. Hit it, land. Yes! We did it! Alright, so we'll go get one of the reds and we'll get the blue. In case we draw Pore over the pages, or Crush of Tentacles, or another double bluey thing. And he kills our death cap, because, you know. I think I could part the Waterveil next turn if I wanted to, but I really want the Geistblast to make sure it's lethal and then some. But of course, if our opponent taps out and has no creatures, it could be lethal and then some. We'll see. We shall see. Alright, you got another ally, another bear. You gonna attack me with the one you got? He is. Feeling that aggro. It's the only way to win. I need money! Land. Got it. I think I could part the Waterveil next turn if I wanted to, but I really want the Geistblast to make sure it's lethal and then some. But of course, if our opponent taps out and has no creatures, it could be lethal and then some. We'll see. We shall see. Alright, you got another ally, another bear. You gonna attack me with the one you got? He is. Feeling that aggro. It's the only way to win. I need money! I love the name. It's perfect. Alright, we're gonna go bigger. We gotta get all this land out of the deck so we can stop drawing it. Your turn. Now all I need to do is draw that Geistblast. All I need. I'm a quiver with anticipation. I don't know if you guys find this as ridiculously as exciting as I do. I guess you have to do it, or you have to see it, or it has to happen to you, and then you become a much bigger fan of Geistblast on Part the Waterveil. It's like, I just get to take all the turns. How about them apples? Alright. Here he comes. Now, come on, just draw something. Draw something of amazing, radiant action, as Charlotte's Web and Wilbur the Pig would say. Kiora. Not that great. But it does work, you know. It works with Part the Waterveil, I suppose. Alright, let's make a Killer Wastes. Boom. It's kind of a burn deck. It's like it's burn combo, I guess, is what I would say it. You certainly can have amazing burnout kills, and I would love to have one. Let's dig for a Greenwarden or Ulamog or Jace. Let's dig for action. We need action. We get none. Look at all that action I put in the graveyard. Boo! Very negative experience. Not good user experience right there. All right. Shoot. So if he takes another 6, I can Radiant Flames his whole board if he does block the Cultivator. So let's just attack with those. And of course we draw a land. There's the blocks there. He's gonna go to 2. I'm gonna nuke your board, because I'm a hater. And I'm gonna, let's see. I guess I'll plus. Might as well at least make an effort to keep Kiora around as she ruins our deck. And your go. Yeah, Kiora's not, she's not getting much love from me at this point. I mean, look what she threw in the graveyard. Both Fall of the Titans. Ouch. I'm very disappointed in her. I'm very disappointed. Alright, boom. Okay, we're gonna pour over some pages. Let's find something awesome. He's gonna pause and say, what? What could that mean? All we need is a Geistblast. We didn't even throw a Geistblast in the yard with Kiora. That's the other thing you can try to do with it. There it is. Alright. Discard. Well, I actually am going to discard the land, because if I Geistblast the creature, I get him for 6, and then if I get another Geistblast off piece of the puzzle, it's lethal. Let's go. Show me another 5. My goodness. Okay. Oh, it's so nasty. Let's mill another 4, because again, if we put another Geistblast into the yard, it's lethal. Yeah, okay. Greenwarden. Forest. Deck hates me. We haven't exactly had the god draws, but we're still doing ridiculous things over and over and over again. See, I could Greenwarden, then what? Follow the Titans. Do I have the mana? I do. I do have the mana. Red 1. No, wait. I can only do it for 1. Boo! Again. So we'll just do, like, make this lame, boring play. Pause? What are you doing? Maybe he has some kind of a pump spell. Make a stand! He is making his stand. Kudos to you, buddy. You don't have to take that crap from me. Alright. But I am putting you on notice. I'm putting you on notice. And it is called Fall of the Titans. Your turn. You have to kill me now. Again, if he doesn't concede, we will give some cash to I Need Money at the last possible second. So let's see what he wants to do. Envoy in the house. Allies, mount up. All right, time for the super bad manners. Oh, we drew it. Fire 1. Actually, can I do this twice? 1 and 1. All the BMs. Do we have a concession? Oh, he's leaving? Oh, if only he'd known. If only he'd known. I would have totally given him the monies. I just wanted to do the BMs. BM super deck right here. So we'll copy it once, we'll do that and that, and why not? Because that's how ridiculous this is. And copy it again. And we'll do down here and up there. Boom. How much damage? How much ridiculous? Rah. Alright, let's go revisit this list really quick and see if there's anything I would change right this minute. I think Kiora can go. Not impressed. But she is a... That said, she is like a double ramp spell, you know? When you have out Cultivator or an Awakened Land and Kiora, you do get like 2 more mana than you normally would. It could still be clutch, plus it, you know, draws attention. People have to somehow kill it. But I do want my Radiant Flames. I want one more. I think there's enough of those kind of decks on ladder to make Radiant Flames really good here. And let's see here. Where'd you go, Radiant? There you go. And Pore over the pages is fine. Drawing cards is good. Maybe Thing in the Ice isn't needed. I think we'd only want 1. I definitely don't think we want 2. I think 1 is the right number there. But we have enough spells to certainly trigger Thing in the Ice. Works well without Radiant Flames too. I think this package with 2 Thing in the Ice and 2 Radiant Flames, it's like a good package against quicker decks. I don't know if it's needed against bigger decks. And it doesn't really work with the Cultivator, but Cultivator, like, getting that Cultivator is just so clutch when it comes to casting that vegetation on turn 3, as we saw. Makes such a big difference. I haven't really needed the Rolling Thunder, so maybe I'll just go down to 1 and see where that leads me. It's that or Pour Over. Maybe Pour Over can go instead. Seems like kind of a gravy card. Maybe it's not even that needed. Alrighty. So, that's GeistRamp, this crazy build. Gemini, all the credit for the ideas. This is kind of my ridiculous take on it, and it's a ton of fun, so you have to try it out.